Hello, Libra. It's Haley with Tarot from Beyond, here to provide you with your October 16th through 31st, 2018 reading. A lot of you who have been watching my readings, we've been talking about releasing the old so that we could step into the new. And it's easier said than done, you know? But it definitely can be done. And for those of you who are having a hard time with it, I really recommend that you book a private reading so that we can talk about your personal, situation. And so that, I can help you move past it. For those of you who are dealing well and who are choosing to be strong through it on your own, kudos and, good luck with that. Breakups are hard to endure, especially when you gave yourself to an individual who you really learned was not who you thought they were. And these retrogrades kind of forced us to see people around us for who they were, whether we liked it or not. So, I've been doing readings for people constantly, and a lot of people are in the same space. A lot of people are like starting to really unveil the masks that other people were wearing around them, whether it be their intimate partners, family members, or whoever. Like, ties are being severed, and for good reason. Okay, because if somebody around you is being toxic, you have to understand that toxicity is energy, and energy is very easily transferred. And you don't want that nasty energy transferred onto you because it has a negative effect on you. And you don't want any negative effects on you when you're a very important light worker that has very important work on this planet to do. And you must also understand, before I get started, that the person that you are dealing with, you have to stop thinking about it as the person. You have to start thinking about it in terms of the energy that this person was possessing that caused them to behave the way that they were behaving. Okay, it's the energy that they had in them that identified you as this special light worker. And see, these energies use relationships to keep you distracted and keep your mind off of your light work. Okay, so let's begin, Libra. The Star, the Three of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, this is a really clear-cut story to me right here, so I don't think your reading is going to last or be very long. A lot of you are in prayer mode. A lot of you are talking to your spirit guides and angels. A lot of you are talking to the universe, petitioning the universe for the release of the relationship that you walked away from. The Six of Swords represents you petitioning the universe to help you be released of the energy that came along with this Knight of Pentacles. This Knight of Pentacles represents methodical behavior. Okay, there is a time and a place to be methodical. We're talking about love here. This person methodically backstabbed you in some way, shape, or form. And by walking away, the universe acknowledged you for acknowledging the fact that you were in a situation that you did not deserve to be in. It was a burdensome situation that likely produced, a harvest within you that was, non-sustainable. It was a relationship that left you feeling left out in the cold, left you, feeling like, it played with your self-worth, it played with your psyche, it played with your heart, it played with everything that ought not be played with. This person did not take your feelings seriously at all. They did not come into the relationship, with any feelings at all. They really came into the relationship, wanting to see what they could get out of the relationship. And this is an all too common thing in relationships, to the point where, like, me personally, like, on a personal level, like, I don't even know that I would ever, anytime soon, enter into a relationship, which is an unfortunate place to be, because it's like, when you give the best that you got to somebody and then they turn around and show you who they are, or you find out who they are eventually, and you find out that this person was not genuine at all, probably for quite some time. Talk about hurt. I mean, yeah, it hurts. And like, who's looking forward to any more hurt? Who's looking forward to like any more hurt? But what we have to remember is that this one person is not the representative of everybody. So that's where that forgiveness, that compassion, and that, like, I'm going to pick myself up from my bootstraps comes in. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say, okay, I was in this relationship with this person who's on a low vibration. I have to own the fact that I must have been on a certain low vibration at a certain time to have attracted this person in my life to begin with. But now my vibration has risen, which has allowed me to see this person for who they are. And now that I see them for who they are, I know what I have to do, which is turn my back and walk away and move on, because I know that I've got better things to do than sit here and babysit somebody who behaves this way. There's that light worker card. This card also represents seduction, represents a woman who understands the cause and effects of her actions. And I feel like this person really pushed your buttons throughout the entire course of the relationship. And like, slowly but surely, like, your love for them started to dwindle. Because of what they were doing. This relationship definitely has a lot to do with balance. This relationship was not balanced at all. It wasn't. You were giving. This person was taking. And as soon as you recognize that, the universe recognized you for recognizing it. The universe recognized you for recognizing that you know that you're worth more than being in a situation with somebody who's methodical and who wanted to use, thoughts as a way to try to keep you off track and keep you ungrounded. And that's how you began to feel. You began to feel ungrounded by being in this relationship with this person who was with you because of what you had to give them, which was love, energy, all of their wish fulfillment. They got all of the wish fulfillment out of the relationship while you were brought to your knees. And then once you found out about it, it was like, it made you angry. It made you extremely angry. I mean, we've got the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. You've got the yin and the yang regarding, setting those swords on fire. I mean, setting those wands on fire. And like really reacting to the poor behavior of the person that you walked away from, the person that you got away from, with all those lessons that you learned from being in this relationship with this person. So now you're looking out into the world and saying, where do I go from here? How do I diversify? And Spirit is telling you to use your intuition with regards to where to go from here. If there are some things in the carnal that you have to do to go ahead and in this relationship once and for all, do that. And then know that the universe is going to do the rest. Okay? This comes with a whole lot of your faith and your trust in the divine. You understand what I'm saying? That's what the star represents. Your faith and your trust in the prayers and the petitions that you give to the universe, to the God. Your prayers. Not only are your prayers being answered, you know what I'm saying? Every step that you take is being watched, and karma takes great notes. You know, what was going on in this relationship was illuminated to you. You were able to see this person for who they were, truly and completely. And once you realized who they were, it made you angry. You know, because injustice will really upset a Libra. Libras are all about what's fair. And we are in fair season right now. Like everybody's looking at, am I in a fair situation with whom I'm with? And I hate to say it, you know, given that I do readings on a regular basis, you would not believe some of the things that some of the partners do to the other person that are like literally despicable, like unspeakable, despicable things. You know, I mean, they're just so methodical and just like they have this agenda going on here, and there's like no love involved. Are you not noticing? I haven't pulled one cup card yet that shows their love toward you. And don't think that these cards lie, baby. These cards don't lie. You realize that this person was the source of your depression. And you said, you know what? I don't want to be depressed anymore because that's not my true nature. To not accept love for self and to not accept, you know, love for those around me who deserve it. For me to like have to learn how to do that again and have to learn how to, you know, trust love again. You know, for someone to put me in that position, like, I'm going to let that die so that it can be replaced with something better. Which is my initiation into my high priestessness. Me understanding the things of heaven and earth. Applying the things that I understand spiritually to my earthly matters. And keeping those secrets that spirit tells me for my benefit and for the benefit of others. You know, right now, a lot of you are feeling left out in the cold because you feel that you were treated unjustly. However, fate is on your side because you're the one who did all the work in the relationship. You busted your ass to keep this relationship going. However, the person that you were dealing with was extremely immature in love. And if they're going to be extremely immature in love, then you know that you can only expect so much out of this individual. Right? I mean, here you are, you know, with this courtship energy. You know, the yin and the yang of the courtship energy. It doesn't matter if it's action oriented. You know, this is who you are dealing with. You're dealing with the court, and here you are, you know, at king, queen status, dealing with somebody in an adult's body who acts like a straight child. You know, the relationship was childish. And so now you're like, okay, where do I go from here? Well, where I'm going to go is I'm going to end this commitment. I am not going to commit myself to this immature individual. I'm going to commit myself to my wish fulfillment, which is the 10 of Pentacles. I'm going to go ahead and put all my focus and attention into the 10 of Pentacles. into my abundance, into what I deserve, into what I know that I've worked my butt off for, like not only in this relationship, but like from the beginning of time in my life. I've tried to be as virtuous as I could. I'm not perfect. I'm a human being just like everybody else. However, I have done the best that I can with what I've been given. If you give me 15 cents, I'll turn it into $1 in a minute. And then on top of that, after working my ass off for turning that 15 cents into $1, I'll go ahead and give my significant other 50 cents of it. And then the other partner didn't appreciate it at all. And that is definitely the catalyst to something that would make anybody angry. Because you've worked hard for what it was that, you felt would one day last forever. That would be a commitment that would last forever. And then when you realize that this is somebody that there's no way in hell that you would be with forever because of their true nature at this point, it triggered you. I mean, I want you to look at the two colors of your energy right now, okay? Yellow and orange. This talks about what you want, and this talks about how you feel about what you want. I'm incorporating, the chakras and how they could be blocked, possibly due to, you not being able to fully release this person at this time. So you're going to be going through the gamut of emotions with regards to what you really wanted, and going through the gamut with regards to how you feel about not getting what you wanted because you realized what you realized about this person. And that's something you're going to have to get through. It's a natural process of the breakup process. And it's totally human to feel this way. So don't feel as though like you're doing anything inappropriate or wrong by feeling how you're feeling, These are natural human emotions associated with being involved with somebody who just like really did not appreciate what you gave them. The scales were definitely unbalanced in this relationship. You realized it and you put a stop to it and you said, I'm going to let this die so that my wish fulfillment could come in. Because my wish fulfillment will never come in as long as I am with this person. So in closing you out, Libra, you realize that in being with this person, your harvest always came up short. You realize that this person always would come against you with some kind of harsh response every single time you stood up to them. And you also realize that this person was a liar and was not showing you really who they were. And when you realized that, you were like, game over. I'm done. I'm not dealing with this. This is not something I'm going to invest in. Balance is very important to me as a Libra. And as a result, there was no balance here. So I know what to do now, and it's walk away. And that's exactly what you did. And you're going through the motions, which again is very natural and very normal. And likely that is what you will be dealing with the remainder of the month. But if you deal with it, instead of trying to, avoid it, you'll definitely get through it. In November, we'll be talking about something completely different. But what you did was you learned a lesson in this relationship. You didn't lose any time. You didn't lose any of anything. What you did was gained a whole bunch of knowledge. A whole bunch of knowledge that you can apply to the present circumstances that you're dealing with. And you can also apply it to your future circumstances. And that's what gives you wisdom. So basically, you said later for you, homie, for some very good reasons. And your wish fulfillment is 10 of Pentacles. And I definitely believe that you will achieve it very soon. Likely by the end of this year. If you look at the number on top, it's 10. What month are we in? The 10th month. So, Hope this resonated with you. Got a new deck today, which I really do like. It's called Loving Words from Jesus by Doreen Virtue. Jesus is an ascended master who came to teach love, and we're talking about love. And the card that you pulled is I am always with you. I'm with you always, even until the end of the world. I'm always with you, even until the end of the world. So for those of you who are feeling alone and feeling like, no one is there, like your friends are tired of hearing about your breakup, your friends are tired of supporting you through this breakup, your friends aren't listening to what you're saying, your friends are just like not there. Believe and trust that your spirit guides and angels hear every word that you say, and you're not alone in the slightest bit. They hear you. They've been watching you carry these burdens forever, and they divinely intervened so that you could get into a better place, so that you could be prepared for who you deserve, so that you can be in a more balanced position and attract somebody who is also just as balanced as you are. Okay, Libra? That's your October reading, my love. And I will talk to you soon. Namaste.